performance artist who explores identity, people, place, and representation. An artist who listens to and tells stories, writes and performs music and songs. Just recently, he's gone in search of the legend of the Burmese Nightingale, which I will let him tell you more about. Thank you.
Good evening, and thanks to the amazing speakers so far. I'm from Birmingham, because somebody has to be. This is the thing when you get the Ancestry.com, right? Everybody on the right of that line is dead. The left is me, Richard Neil Bradley. There I am, still alive, and every day I look at it and think, yes, I'm still alive. What am I going to do with it? What am I going to do with it? And it's that quest. My grandmother, great-grandmother, the Burmese Nightingale, she sang at 15 years old in Radio Calcutta and Radio Bombay. She had a child at 15, my grandmother. Really interesting. Right, the last of the Raj, and they moved to King's Heath. Now, I think there's DNA in music and life. I think so, I really do. I've studied it. I'm a storyteller, I'm not a scientist, right? I'm a Burmese, right? So clearly I ain't got that right. But I think there's something there, some heritage. And I have looked at stuff about the heart. Now, I've known that people, or figured out that people have had heart transplants actually have memory of the person that donated the heart. And I think that's really interesting. Really interesting. We get people saying, oh, the one partner's saying, well, he's suddenly from Blackpool. We think, okay, it's all right. But if you had that placebo effect and you got the result, say you're French, you'd suddenly think, yeah, actually, do you know what? I love a lower low. I'm loving it. I like baguettes. Can you see where this is going? Maybe DNA works, maybe it doesn't. And is that what we're about? I know it's important. Here we go. Have a look at this. It's all about quest. Been a long time, 20 seconds, isn't it, really? That's my grandfather, Tom Bradley, who was told at the end of the First World War, you've got 6 months to live, go and live your life. He went to live in India and Burma, and that's where he married the daughter of the Burmese Nightingale, who I'm questing for. It's all about search, right? That's my father. My father said to me, he sat me down when I was 8 years old, and we lived in West Hagley, if you know where that is. And he said, I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to work for Bachelors or Swan Vesta. I want to go to Vancouver in Canada, and I was 8. I don't know what it is. There it is. It looks brilliant, doesn't it? Hey? That was his quest. He wanted better. He wanted to do something more than he was doing. And where did we end up? Right, where did we end up? We ended up in Scotland. He said, actually, Vancouver's not doing it. Anybody know that film? That's my town. I was in that film, Monty Python and the Holy Grail. I lived in Doon Castle. Well, I didn't live in Doon Castle, I lived round the road. That was my little quest. And I met Terry Jones, who died last week. Right, and he said to me, Neil Bradley, there's a quest for you, there's a quest for everybody. And he explained to me about the film. 32 years later, my life was really shit. I'd had 4 kids, a terrible marriage. Sarah said, why have you got a black slide? Because there's nothing to say, man. It's fucking black. But there was a chink of light. And my daughter said to me, your marriage is a sham. And I thought, yes, it really is. She was 28 at the time. So I keep the door down. And I moved to the most beautiful place in the world, Henley in Arden. Anybody know the ice cream place there?
Yeah.
we used to go there as kids, and I went there with the Burmese Nightingale, and don't you think that's fucking crazy? I ended up back there. The ice cream's still pretty good, by the way. You gotta go. You gotta go. Here, look at this. Met my wife. Met my new partner. Where was that? Plenty of fish. Right. That's where we met. You liking it? You liking the slides? It's the best fish we could get. There was a salmon, but it looks a bit sad. There she is! And we have a radio show. We're very popular, we're beautiful, and we made identity and love our big theme. Right? What am I doing next? I don't need the notes, do I? Look at that. Now, here's a really strange thing. I found this thing in Oxfam, that really stupid looking bird. I thought, it means something to me, right? It means something. This is back to the DNA thing now, right? So I bought it, and we couldn't get it to turn around. I don't know why we couldn't get it to turn around. And we found out that it looks peculiarly like the mythical bird of Burma.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy? It's still fucking ugly, right? It's kind of similar. So I'm taking that as like a DNA thing, like I'm rooted and booted and I'm part of it. I don't know what's coming next. Here we go. So I did a song that's on an album now, and I had a big success with a song 2 years ago. So I'm doing pretty well as an artist. It's all about knowing your identity and your place. Now, point being, is DNA, music, or anything else in your roots? And I think it is. I think it is. In a shit way. There she is, look. There's the Burmese Nightingale. Hey? You wouldn't want to do hand wrestling with her, would you? Right? Hey? Those arms, for fuck's sake, man. Right? But she could effing sing. Right? There she is, Burmese Nightingale, and she looks like my cousin Robert, actually, in a frock. And I did say that to him yesterday. So, the question is, what is your quest? Where is it? What are you doing? Where are you going? Have a look at it. That's all I'm saying. Thank you and good night.